14 goals for Nicholas Jackson in his debut season at Chelsea in the Premier League alone. Kai Havertz scored 13. And this season, Nicholas Jackson has scored 9 so far. I think Kai Havertz has scored 7. Is it 8? Those are not bad stats to begin with. But the question is, will these guys turn into that typical clinical little striker that a team needs to win the league? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this new video. Today we're going to be asking ourselves and then try to see whether Kai Havertz or Nicholas Jackson can become good strikers. Chelsea bought Jackson for about £35 million from Villarreal, where, according to information, he was mainly playing as a winger, particularly a left winger. And then Kai Havertz was at Chelsea. Arsenal paid more than £60 million for his services. But at Chelsea, Kai Havertz had been playing mainly as a 10. Though in some matches he was also used as a 9, but he wasn't mainly a 9 at least. He scored 4 goals, 7, and then was it 8? So 4 plus 8 plus 7, that's 19 goals in his 3 seasons. At Arsenal so far he scored 13 and then 7, that's 20. So Kai Havertz in his 2 seasons at Arsenal has scored 20 goals, one more than he did in 3 seasons at Chelsea. Of course, the difference in the position he is being used in can tell that at Chelsea he was mainly a 10, and then maybe some matches he could play as a 9, but at Arsenal he has mainly been their number 9, the man they expect to be the first on the score sheet. Nicholas Jackson, on the other hand, scored, I think, 13 goals for Villarreal in his last season. So his stats are not any different from what had, and compared to the value they paid for him, maybe that's worth. Their goal tallies are not that bad, but considering the amount of chances they waste, the amount of chances they don't convert, the chances of they don't utilize, you get up to a point where you ask yourself, will this guy become like that clinical? Will they ever improve? Actually, have we ever seen a player who maybe has been previously used as a midfielder and then they turn into like good strikers? Most of the good strikers we currently have, the Alans, the Isakas, the Solankes, the Mosalas, they are used in their preferred positions. These guys have to adapt. They have to like get used to these positions. But I think after 1 season and a half, a good player would have done that. I think it isn't in their abilities, because if you see both of them, they get into those positions. Kai Havertz is always getting those opportunities. Actually, every match you can see Nicholas Jackson missing 2 or 3 opportunities, similar to Kai Havertz. So what do they need to work on to become like lethal, to become clinical? Can they get that attribute? Because we have seen some players being used in positions they didn't use to play in. We saw Antonio Valencia and I think Ashley Young being used as the fullbacks at Manchester United, yet they joined as wingers. They were playing as wingers for their former clubs. But maybe it's easier to ask a player to defend. We normally see that when teams want to take a point or a win, they normally ask their forwards to come and help in the defending. I think it is easier to turn a forward into a defender or a midfielder into a defender than it is to turn a midfielder or a defender into a striker or a winger. And I think that's what Chelsea and Arsenal are facing. Instead of buying like a real number 9s, they went for options. They became gods. They want to mold these guys to turn them into like good strikers, which so far now it is costing them. Last season, Arsenal would have won the league if Kai Havertz was able to use those opportunities in the games they didn't win. The Fulham games, the Aston Villa games, he always got opportunities and he couldn't buy them. The point here isn't that they are not scoring. There are times when you see Jackson scoring an hat-trick, one against Spurs, I think. This season he has got a brace. Even Kai Havertz has scored his goals. His start isn't bad, given that these guys are not taking penalties. If someone who doesn't take a penalty already has maybe 9 goals, if he was taking a penalty, maybe he could be at 12 or 13. But it means he's good, but there are those times when those tiny margins matter a lot, and it's what either these teams have to take a decision on whether to go on with these 9s they currently have or to go into the market. Players are luckily available. It's abnormal to find good strikers available on the market in January, but this is the case now. Victor Gyökeres is available. If one can pay 100M, you can get him, and the case is the same with Victor Osimhen. So maybe Arsenal or Chelsea can swallow a hard pill and go in for these guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.